Hey, good evening, everyone. Hope you're going well. Yep. Decided I'm going to copy something a streamer I quite like do. Jacob Cumiskey, I think I'm saying that right. It's quite a precarious spelling on the name, so I don't want to pronounce it wrong and sound like a horrible person or something. But yeah, so what we're going to do is he's currently doing a thing with his Blue Moon and his Twitch and his YouTube. Where he plays the same deck for an entire month, and he's calling it Blue Moon Bootcamp. So I'm basically just going to rip that off with Bogles a little bit, pay him a little bit of respect to it. Maybe I'll link his video in the description, or his Twitch channel in the description, and you guys can go and support him if you ever get a chance. Sort of pay him back a little bit that way, as opposed to just being a complete jerk about the whole thing. So what we're going to do a slightly less intense version. I'm aiming for 2 weeks. Maybe I'll extend it to a month, but at this stage I just want to do 2 weeks worth of content. Keep a cumulative win rate. Also a win rate against each of the big top 10 decks that we grabbed off Nikachu. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be looking at doing. So we're going to use the same list continuously throughout the league. That list is going to have our 20 mana land base. We're going to be running the 1 Dryad Arbor, 1 Forest, 4 Horizon Canopies, 2 basic plains, 4 Razorverge Thicket, 3 Temple Garden, and then 4 Windswept Heath and 1 Misty Rainforest. So we've only got 5 fetches. Reasons behind this land base is there's quite a lot of Field of Rune, and if the Field of Rune decks blow your lands up and you don't have anything to search, it's really, really bad. If you do have something to search, of course, you don't get blown out as hard. It's also good against Blood Moon, but I'm not really seeing that much. I think Ponza was sort of like hot for a little while, but I'm pretty sure it's fallen off at the moment. Also, having a slightly reduced number of fetch lands decreases your disenergy with Suppression Field, which we've got in the sideboard. Alright, so as for the main deck, we are going for Leyline and Sanctity in the main deck. I think it's currently the best build that we can go for, is including that in the main. We're going for our standard 12 creatures, the 4 Core, the 4 Scout, and the 4 Boggle. I've completely cut Cartouche from the list, and I've re-added Sentinel's Eyes recently, and I've re-added Spider Umbra. So Spider Umbra is a 2 of, Sentinel's Eyes is a 2 of, and Grispoon is a 4 of. My reasoning behind this is evasiveness is very, very important. So this will be really good against Death Shadow, against Jund, and against Chalice of the Void in Eldrazi as well. And I want Sentinel's Eyes. I think it's a 2 of. I found that when I've been getting blown up without playing Sentinel's Eyes, I feel way worse about like going back in on a core. Like it's way less mana efficient to recast Grispoon, although Grispoon's like a stronger card with the evasiveness effect, arguably. Contextually they do different things, but it's just easier to get this out of the graveyard, your first draw, whether it be on Boggle or Scout. Like it's very mana efficient for the effect that it is, and the role that it plays in the deck. The Spider Umbra, I think it's good to have a couple of extra green sources, both for casting spells off of having your basic planes and also having cards to pitch to your Force of Vigor. I think it's important to run quite a few number of Totem Armor effects, so that's why I've gone back up to 6 there. I could have potentially ran like 3 Griffsburn like I was before. I didn't mind it, but I don't really see the point of 3 of that, and then like 1 Cartouche. I don't want more Sentinel's Eyes, and I don't want more Spider Umbras, so running a 1 of sounded a bit funny and sounded a little bit like, this is all in my head, but sounded a little bit like I wasn't sure what configuration was best, so this is what I think is the best configuration. Sideboard wise, I've actually changed it up a little bit. I've removed Path to Exile completely, which is a bit of a random curveball. Reasoning behind that, though, is what decks do you want Path to Exile against? And the answer is where you're actually siding it in. There's two answers in my mind. Oh, no, sorry, three. So the third would be decks that run Thing of the Ice, like Blue Moon. The second would be your Primeval Titan variant decks, your Titanship variant decks, to get rid of Dryad of the Elysian Grove. And the third is Death Shadow. So the reason why I've chosen to run Dramoka's command instead is it's a 2-for-1 against Titan decks, which I think is quite important. And I think it's Splash Hate on Enchantment and Blood Moon for mono red prowess and things like that. I think it's going to be important. Just going to pause for a second. Okay, sorry about that. I'll try and remember where I was up to. So yeah, removal wise, it's not really useful against Death Shadow, but it makes it very useful against mono red prowess, and against burn we can prevent damage to the face. Potentially, if we take ley lines out, we can prevent damage to the face. Yeah, I mean, maybe we were overboarding on removal before as well, and we don't need to overboard as much anymore. Yeah. Rest in Peace is going to be very good against Urza decks, which is still in the picture. And against Bounce Control as well, because Bounce Control is running Euro, and we need an answer to that card, and that's this spell right here. Other than that, I brought Gadok Teague back in. Going to be very good with these cryptic commands and supreme verdicts running around, as well as the Khan effects like Khan the Great Creator and Khan Liberated. Force of Vigor, again, big answer to Chalice and Blood Moon, things that shut our deck down. So it's much more streamlined as far as the deck's concerned, the deck list is concerned. And yeah, we're just going to go with this. We're going to run it for a bunch of leagues, and we're going to hopefully get some good results, and give you guys an idea of how I'm going win rate wise over the course of multiple leagues. But yeah, let me know what you think, if you think it's a good idea or it's a bit pointless. I am going to be doing my best to upload content as well. I haven't quite, as I said in the last video, I am moving into a house without internet for a few weeks, and I have uploaded good weeks worth of content, but hopefully I can just Bluetooth anything I record to my phone, like play on data, phone data hotspot. And then yeah, Bluetooth anything to my phone and then upload it while I'm at work. Alright, we'll keep this. This is looking pretty solid. And just, yeah, make the whole screen look all nice and everything. Alright, we'll lead on Glade Cover Scout and pass to our opponent. Oh, is this mono red? Could be Death Shadow, could be Jun. They didn't do a Bobble or a Straight Wraith, so I'm guessing Jun, just without the discard on that. Could be Dredge. Let's lead off. We'll go Ethereal Armor, we'll go Hyena Umbra. If our Sentinel's Eyes gets discarded for some reason, we can then recast it, assuming we get one other card in our graveyard. And next turn we can do Cores plus Sentinels and get the draw effect. Alright, opponents. Looks like he's bricking a little bit here. We'll just keep going all in on this Glade Cover Scout here. If he goes like Fatal Push Liliana, that's gonna stink a little bit. But I guess make him have it. We have the other Core Spirit Dancer to reload onto. I'm guessing he's got push or bolt here. He's taken a while to think. Although it's a pretty snap decision, right? Alright, he's got the lightning bolt. That's fine. Hopefully he doesn't have Liliana. Liliana would be a big setback. Grist Spoon was a very good draw though. So he attacked to 6, put him to 9. He's getting quite close to just being dead. I'm guessing our friend Lily will come join the party. Yep. Make life fun. Alright, so hopefully we draw either Totem Armor or Land in the top 2 cards of our library. So we'll go Core Spirit Dancer. We'll recast his Sentinel's Eyes from the graveyard. And we'll get rid of our creatures just in case they use a Scavenging Ooze on it. We don't want them gaining life, right? So land, please. Let me curve out a little bit. And we'll jam the Rancor down here if we draw land. We don't draw land, we do draw Totem Armor. So Totem Armor is probably not that important. We just need to have our creature live. Maybe it's not Jund, maybe it's just red-black. We'll get rid of our Gristbone here. It's the weakest card in hand. And it also has the potential to return from our graveyard to play. Seasoned Pyromancer is fine. It sort of sucks losing the Grist Spoon, but we should, as long as he's not got Fatal Push, we should be able to get there. So we'll lead on the Spider Umbra. Try to get that protection. It's gonna suck if he removes. Okay, we got the protection. Yeah, excellent. All right, we can just win. That's lethal. We'll just flex one more aura and smack him in the face. Alright, so it's the Lightning Skelemental. It's also got Croxer. So Rest in Peace is going to be quite a good sideboard in here. I think we do want it as a 3 of. I don't think we want anything else. Against a deck like this, probably take out a core or two. And then Gristbone's a little bit worse. Sentinel's Eyes is a little bit worse, but I don't think I want to take it out. I think 3 Gristbone's right at the moment. Maybe I do just remove a Sentinel's Eyes. Alright, let's go that. Rakdos Value Town. Yeah, man, that Croxer's getting a lot of play. Both Croxer and Uro are like, yeah, pretty powerful cards. Whew. Oh, format warping even. It's enough to make people sleeve Jund back up again, or virtually sleeve it up. We should... No, they're Mardu. They can't be running Blood Moon, right? Well, they shouldn't be. I don't think so. I don't think that's the game plan of the deck. I think it's be aggressive and smack them in the face with a Lightning Skelemental and then follow up with Croxer for good measure. Alright, we'll keep this. We look pretty bad against Thoughtseize though. Alright. No thoughts here, which is good. Alright, opponent's beginning to do something. Alright, let's try and play around Liliana. We'll attack for 3, play Dryad Arbor, and hope they don't have a kill spell. Wait, I didn't even attack. Oh my god, I clicked through. Alright, there's 3 damage in the bin. Yeah, I thought I clicked from main to beginning of combat, and I actually clicked from beginning to attack phase, so I just straight skipped through. Like a bit of a fool. Alright, he's got Lightning Skelemental, Trample Haste, deals combat damage to a player. That player discards 2 cards. Alright, that's fine. He's attacking. We could trade the Dryad Arbor, but I don't think we want to. I think we just want to take it. His creature's going to go to the graveyard anyway, right? We discard land, Grispoon. Alright. Alright, that's an excellent draw. Alright, so now we can go all in on our big course, on our big Boggle. And then we can play out the Glade Cover Scout. So we'll attack for 7. Our opponent should be 3 life lower than what he is, so we would have him on a 2-turn clock here if we didn't misclick and skip our own attack phase. But we also have a 1 aura off just killing him on crackback if he goes for another Lightning Skelemental. That's kind of nice. Bolt's fine. If all he's got is like Liliana now, then we're again fine. Seasoned Pyromancer. I mean, we fly over the top of that. We don't really care about Seasoned Pyromancer here. Alright, any aura and we win. We don't draw aura. We can't get the Grispoon back. Alright, so we just attack, put him to 2. There's no reason not to play the Core Spirit Dancer. I don't think so. They can attack us for 3, so if we play Core we'll be on 10. Then they can attack us for 7. If they have a Lightning Skelemental, they'll deal an extra 6 damage. So they'll put us to 1. Is there a way to play around Lightning Skelemental plus Bolt? Because Bolt can just get the Spirit Dancer, right? I guess it's better them using it on the Spirit Dancer than on us. And it's only worse if they have Skelemental plus Fatal Push. So any given opportunity to block with Core, I will. I don't really want to block with Scout, because if he follows it up with Liliana, we just lose. Alright, well he's just leading on Liliana, so that's fine. Alright. We'll sacrifice the Core. If we sack Scout, they can then like push the Core before combat. Although, wouldn't you just push Core and then play Liliana? Alright, he's got Unearth on Lightning Skelemental. So currently he's got 10 damage. And we'll just block the Seasoned Pyromancer, so we'll go to 2. We don't have any cards to discard. And we attack for the win. Okay, cool. Got there. So that was game 1. Versing Rakdos Unearthed, I guess, or Rakdos Scree. I can't remember what the Lightning Skelemental deck was called. But yeah, that was good. That was our first win. So we're currently at a nice 100% win rate. Look at that. Isn't that a lovely sight to behold? Alright, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you for the next match.